Hey guys, this is Rene Martin for Absolute Telemark, and today I want to present the gear I'll be using for the 2017-2018 season. So let's get started. Alrighty, so here's my gear. We'll start with the ski boots. I got the Evo World Cup for the last two seasons, made by Crispy. Very impressed with these boots. They've held up so well. Like all the inner here, I used to chunk a big, and the plastic is holding really well. The low-tech pins here, really awesome. They're well preserved. I did take a bit of chunk with my knife when they were new because in the binding I was using, they didn't fit properly, but that was a homemade modification. Clips, even after years, they will turn easily and adjust easily, which is not what I've been experiencing with other boots. But I had to put some Loctite glue in all of the screws because they were unscrewing, and hopefully it's just my model. Maybe it's not every Crispy boot that does that, but yeah, and I know other people that didn't have this problem, but make sure that they're tight. For the skis, I got the Helio 116. This is the best backcountry ski I've ever owned. I said so last year, and I hold true to my word. They're super light, but they ski like a big ski. I had the amp for many seasons, and it was a pain to go uphill after like 2,000 meter vertical. I was dead, but these I can keep going on just because they're so light, but they ski big. I can land like jumps and cliffs. They can ski through different kind of powder, through crud really well, like if it were a beefier ski. 116 is a bit big for a lot of people. I don't really mind. I tried the 105, they skied great, but these skis, it's like if they felt narrower when you're on hard pack than any other skis I've ever tried. So really awesome ski. That's why I went so big. I don't mind. It's just when it's powder and you have a big ski, you're in for the best day of your life. So I'll keep that. Oh, the binding now, forgot. So I used the Mejo 2.0. Been using those for a couple seasons now. Really love them. Use them honestly, like for backcountry. The low tech is unbeatable. You cannot get the same feeling out of any full frame binding and low tech, and the rest holds really well, works good. The step in, the walk mode, everything I love. I don't like the heel riser here. The springs have never hold on me, so they always fall. I will use the Alpine heel set backwards to make my heel riser, and it works good. I know this year they've changed this, so maybe it's gonna solve the problem for this little piece. The heel set, awesome. Not been alpine skiing for the last 15 years, I think. And honestly, I didn't think I was gonna use them that much. And what's awesome is that you can get in and out of the alpine ski mode really easily with one snag of your ski pole. And it makes like a big difference. Going in a tight chute at the entrance, whoop, you're locking in for 2-3 turns, locking out and going. Or a few times I was skiing in, it was powdery at the top and then it was raining at the bottom. And at the bottom, the snow was really like heavy powder snow. It's really hard to telemark. I was always falling forward with my big heavy backpack for backcountry. So I'd lock the heel and it would save me trouble guiding. It was awesome, really loved it.
I want to point out that Black Diamond does not recommend mounting Telemark bindings onto their Helio ski system. Mainly because they say that the wood core is too light, the wood is not dense enough. Even though there's a titanium reinforcement, they say it's not enough for all the tension that a Telemark binding will create. I went against this, so do it at your own risk here. I do think that I have a very competent ski technician that have been mounting Telemark bindings for years, and I think it makes a huge difference in the end result.
Okay, the daily quiver. I've had this green one is the Link 90. I've had this kind of skis for the last 6-7 years now. Really love these. I'm gonna change them though. I'm gonna change them to the Helio 95. I'm really in love with the Helio series. I think that they're, I don't know, there's something special about this super light. They don't ski as fat as they are. And so I have the same kind of feeling on as I have on 90 millimeter. When you're skiing out east, like I'm doing, you need a quick edge-to-edge ski because sometimes it's hard pack. Even tight trees, we have lots of forest to ski. It's awesome, but you need to be turning super quick. So for this reason, I've shrunken a little bit the ski, widened a little bit. I will put still the Outlaw from 22 Design on the Helio. The Outlaws are awesome. Really love simplicity, easy to get in and out. A lot easier than the Mejo. Like the Mejo is really a good step in, step out. But at my home resort, we have a gondola, so you're always taking your skis off and on, at the top, at the bottom. When patrolling, I'm always like, you know, doing 10 turns, removing the skis, fixing a net or something, putting back on the skis. So it's just easier. It's just one step and then you're in and out. The touring mode is really good for a full frame binding like this, but it's never, it's not close to the Mejo in efficiency going uphill. But works great, never fails, always in and out. And like I've had the NTN, the Free Ride and the Freedom for a few seasons also. And the Free Ride was all right, but the Freedom would fail, meaning that I was skiing and suddenly it would release and then suddenly I was in walk mode going down the hill. This, no problem at all. I was using the leash, but this year I'm gonna switch and use a ski brake. From the Mejo, I've had ski brakes now and it makes a big difference. I had forgotten how awesome ski brakes are. That's for the skis. Now, ski poles. I have 2 pairs. We'll start with this one. So this one is a fixed length aluminum, really simple, really nice. That's a Black Diamond one, but you can take any brand, a fixed length. Don't take a cheap one. Pay like your dues and get a really nice, strong fixed length that's light still. And if you take another brand, usually they won't have some powder basket. So make sure that you change this and for a big size basket because you don't want to be sinking down. I don't like all the carbon spoles, not for me anyway. It bends too much and I don't like that. I like nice and sturdy poles. Leash, I never use, but I still keep them on. You could remove them. There's a pin here you can push and then the leash is gone. I know a lot of people out east that do that. Skiing in the woods with a leash is not a good idea. So I will most often just use it like this. But if I'm on a flat and I want to skate for a little bit, I will use it. So that's why I keep it on. All right, and that's for the other pole. So that's a adjustable ski pole. So this one I will use for any backcountry trip. I like it because I will put 10 centimeters more going uphill and then I'll readjust to the good length going down. And also what's good is that this one particularly, it's the Black Diamond Boundary. It's nice and sturdy. It's a beefier model than the other ones. And it can fit with my snow salt that I have for avalanche pits and all that stuff. So that's a nice to have. A little bit of duct tape. Not too far, never too far duct tape. It's always good. And same thing for the leash. Though I will use this more often in the backcountry because you have more going up and stuff like that. You can use it as a hook on the high side and stuff like that. So this for sure I will never remove in backcountry. I like it a lot. All right. Last but not least, skins. So I got 2 pairs. I've been using them for okay, we'll start with this one. This is Black Diamond full synthetic skins. I've been using these for 10 years, 15, 12 years maybe now. They're really good. The glue is really good. It's never too hard to remove, but it grips and never fails, even if they're wet. It's a good combo with the hook at the back. But I changed for the last 2 seasons. Now I use the mix mohair, so it's half synthetic and half mohair. Mohair is like a natural fiber, and main difference is how small they pack. Like if I pack this one here, you can see the difference. It's just huge. And when I'm not using them, I will put them in my jacket to keep them warm, and it's just, this one is just bulkier. So I like the fact that this one is just super tiny to pack. Other differences are these ones are supposed to climb not as good. Never found it to be true. These ones are supposed to glide better. Never found it to be that true either. These I've had for a few seasons, and what's awesome is that when you use them, they're gonna glide just as good. So, skins, that's it for today, guys. Really hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you like, please subscribe, thumbs up, whatever. Cheers, guys. Love you.